Hey, it's your main man Sam Goodie, and I want to welcome you to the Sam Goodie Podcast, where I myself, along with the Goodie Gang, help you find the good in every bad. So no matter where you are in life, at times it gets a bit heavy, but hold steady and get ready. It's the Sam Goodie Podcast, where we help you find the good in every bad. Hey, yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your main man Sam Goodie. Welcome to a new episode. I promised you guys that I would get in front of this camera and do my work, do what I do. And I'm excited about it. Got other work that I need to get done too. So I just wanted to step in front of the camera for a second and speak to you all. I was thinking today, whenever I, got up, started my day, I was like, who is my content really for? And it's hard to kind of put a niche to it because I can really talk to a lot of people about a lot of things. But I know it's like self-motivation. It's like whenever we get in our own way of life, getting our own way of progressing in life, some people can say that it's for these type people, these age people, whatever the case may be. But I don't like to be put in a box. But I guess for me to really scale or kind of get an idea of who my content is really for, that's just something I'm just going to have to figure out as I continue to do what I'm doing. Because if not, those kind of analytics will actually make me not want to just be transparent and authentic. I feel like, hell, it's going to stick with whoever it sticks to. I don't think when other people do things, like a good conversation and good leadership and good advice goes with anybody. It just depends on where you apply it at in your life. So with that being said, I'm just gonna do what I do. I'm gonna do what I do because it needs to be done. That's what I'm gonna do. And while I'm doing it, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun, man. It has been interesting and exciting to get back into this realm of stuff. From the artist that I used to be and, performing on stage, even just the preparation into making a record, getting the mood set, the vibe set, and then just getting there, writing real stuff and just performing it. And then the people out in the crowd like it. And people that bought your records, they actually know your stuff word for word. It's like, yo, it wasn't pod back then, but this is almost like the same form. And I feel like if I keep it authentic, if I keep it real, if I keep it relatable, I think, man, shit, we all gonna win. So it's a journey. It's a journey. So again, it's not just throwing paint on the wall. I think what's coming out of my bucket, but what's coming out of my bucket is going to paint for some pretty good artistry. But for real though, it's the weekend. Made it to the weekend. It wasn't even a rough week. I was present the whole weekend. I got a lot of stuff done. There are more things that I need to get done actually this weekend with the small window that I have, but I'm just going to get organized and knock it out. I'm gonna get organized and knock it out. The other day I had a challenge that came up unexpectedly, but I had to kind of muscle through it, shift my mind, compartmentalize some things, and just kind of stay focused. I do write a lot of things down, so whenever I get in my head, even if it bothers me, I just go back and revert back to what I have on paper. So therefore I don't lose tasks. I do the checks and balances. I make sure I stay on top of that, but I still process everything else in real time. So, to each his own. So today I really don't know what I want to talk about. First off, I need to breathe because I kind of feel like I'm rushing and I'm trying to find something to fall out of the sky. And that's not how this is supposed to work. Eventually, I said it a couple pods ago that I will start writing down notes just to compare me, quote unquote, pod freestyling to me really having a message to deliver and things like that. Like somebody can call my phone right now, and if they ask me a certain question, I can really go in depth and kind of motivate them and kind of speak from experiences and just kind of lead them into where they need to go to get set for their day. Like it's so easy for me to untie people's brain. And it's so hard for me to untie my own damn brain. I'm like, yo, how do you do that, bro? So I guess it's kind of like more like people have to not give me things to talk about, But I think it's time for me to start really like engaging in conversations when it comes to my gift, like talking, communicating, podding. And maybe if I had a co-host, somebody that we can kind of bounce ideas off of, and we can just kind of, whether we're planning it to talk or we're just having an open conversation, just let you guys in on the conversation. I think that'll still make better for it'll stop this shit. It'll stop me rambling, looking for something to fall out the damn sky for me to talk about. But I know I ain't the only one that goes through this, and that's what's going to keep me pressing forward. It's going to keep me pressing forward to like eventually when I do start writing stuff and putting it down, and I'll be able to look at these earlier pods, the visual ones, and kind of see the difference between these and then the ones that I start to really scale out and knock out the park when I first come on the first 30 seconds. I think that's going to happen. But I did promise myself that I would document the process. I'll document the process because I can only get better at doing it. Hell, sometimes when I'm just doing the audio, it's not as challenging. I go sit down, set the ambiance, and when things are on me, I just kind of start talking. It's just a little different with the camera in my face. It is the first time, but nobody is in here, so I'm still in my introvert stage. But the fact that I know I gotta post this shit, I'm like, yo, they still gotta see it. And I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna be raw. I'm gonna be like, okay, little awkward, but you fought through it. You did what you said you was gonna do. And I think there's power in that too. It's power to sticking to the plan. If you're gonna set out to do something, do it. Don't look for perfection. You're gonna grow and you're gonna become better at things as long as you continue to put the consistent effort out there. Even people that win, even when you win, like hell, you had to put a effort out there. You had to lose some stuff. You had to lose to compare to regroup and get better. You just had to start. We all need data to understand where we're going in life. And this is just going to be a part of my journey and my data. Can I talk? Can I encourage? Can I motivate? Fucking right. Do I have examples? Do I have hardships that I went through in life? Do I have victorious moments? Absolutely, I do. I just have to learn how to navigate that, create those for good time, good content for you guys. Because as you all start going through life, or whether you're on the beginning part of this, you're on the latter part of this, you've been going through it for a while, you don't know what's next when you're at that intersection in life. I want to be able to use my platform to kind of help you get out of that rut. I want to use my platform to encourage you that it's not over. You just got to get up and put your best foot forward every day. Small wins every day become big wins later. We just got to stay the course, man. Stay the course. If you say you're going to do something, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. And when it feels awkward, that's just mean you're growing. I like to accept the challenge. I like to do things that are new, that are challenging me, because I know that who I'm trying to grow to be, that's not who I'm going to necessarily be today. That's not who I am today. Who I'm looking to become in life, that's going to take a totally different person. This is just a part of the journey. So do I accept the call? Hell yeah. Yes, I know what my gift is, and that's to speak and encourage. I know that. So now I just have to use the platforms and the tools and the skills that I've learned over the years and just apply it. You know, I got the knowledge. You just have to apply the knowledge that you have and continue to research. Continue to research, continue to challenge yourself, to stretch yourself beyond your measures, beyond your limits. Because a lot of times, even with the environments that we place ourselves in, if they're not conducive to your journey and your gift in life, you're going to stunt your growth. You're going to stunt your growth either on the front end of it or on the back end of it. So you got to always check in with self and be like, am I in the right place? Am I in the right headspace? Do I have the right people around me? Like, really hone in on what your gifts are and your dreams and your aspirations, and ask yourself, are you playing yourself in the right fertile ground to grow? That's really the biggest key. And then just check in with yourself often. Even if you have to detour and go elsewhere, another route to get to the same location, at least you have the data to go forward and you're looking back and forward to making sure that that you're doing it right. You dig what I'm saying? So don't be out here just blindfolded, not doing anything. Yes, I'm freestyling this pod, but I'm getting here creating the data to see whether it's my delivery, whether it's if I'm looking at the camera engaging, whether it's what's my good side, bad side. I don't know what it is. I'm creating something that's going to continue to give me something to kind of move forward on when this thing get bigger and bigger. But for the most important part, it's not just for me. Am I really helping the people that I call myself helping? Am I really doing the gift, using my gift for what I'm supposed to be using it for? And just watch myself work it out. Nervous all the time. I think because I love what I do, I'm going to continue to stay nervous because I want to do a great job because I know it's a gift. But if you don't nurture your gift, you're going to lose it. And I think I've been getting enough practice in, enough reps in to where I'm getting comfortable. So I'm just in the phase of my life now, like I'm going to go with everything. I'm going to go. If I'm going to set my foot forward a year from now, if I would have started a year ago, imagine where I'd be at today. If you would have started a year ago, imagine where you would be at today. Man, it's just lock in. It's just time to lock in. We're post-pandemic. We're post so much other stuff. When you start to realize that life is going to go on regardless, you'll start getting your shit together. You'll really start getting your shit together, especially if you want good things out of life. And even when you're quote unquote living your best life, don't think that that's going to always stay the same if you don't figure out a system to maintain it as well, man. I've seen so many people climb that hill and then they just like, what the hell happened? Because we get comfortable at times. We get comfortable in a sense. So I don't ever want to get comfortable. I don't ever want to miss a sunrise or a sunset. I want to always be working on my craft, finding different ways to challenge myself, push myself. But none of that matters if we never get started. None of that matter if we never get started, man. So get out your own way. I used to be in my way all the time and I used to make excuses for it. Did I have this gift a long time ago? Yes, but I was using it wrong. Well, I think I was. Boy, we had a time. I think I was using it wrong. But at the end of the day, I think in this realm, in this time of my life, I feel that I'm using it for the right reason because I'm encouraging people to become better people. I'm encouraging people to evolve into who you should be in life, man. And really sit where you are today and make sure you have a clearer picture of who you want to become. And the only difference between that person and now is your consistent effort and the fact that you wake up every day walking in that space of that is who I am. Because that's the only way you'll become is if you move as though you are. So we got to just do that consistently. Don't care about the noise outside. Get rid of those distractions. Get rid of those distractions that won't allow you to see your greater self. Get rid of those people who's not feeding into or encouraging you to continue to be your better self. And take away the damn should have had it done by this time. I'm too young. I'm too old. I don't know too much. Stop all of it. Cut it all out because I've seen people start day one and by day 30, they will pass somebody that's been doing it for 5 or 10 years. It's just all about you putting in the consistent effort and looking in that mirror, looking through that mirror at yourself and say, you know what? I told myself I was going to do it. And if I can't let myself down, and I got to that point. I don't think I was letting myself down, but hell, I knew I could have been doing a lot more better. I knew I could have been doing a lot more. That's the coffee. That ain't me that time, y'all. That was the coffee. But get out your own way. Find your pace. Find your lane. Truth be told, your life is already set out to be whatever it is. You just have to accept the role and do your part. I just have to accept the role and do my part. Again, I could have been doing this shit a long time ago, but life happened. I processed it. I was present. I know now that can't nobody stop me but me. And can't nobody stop you but you. So get your mind right. Get your mind right, get up, set you some expectations, write those goals down, revisit the goal as a bigger picture, and make sure that the steps that you put forward, the steps that you're putting forward, it's going towards those goals, man. That's day in, day out. No days off. No days off, man. Control your feed. Control what you look at on social media. Control the things that you put in your body. Make sure the things that you're putting and putting the environment you're putting yourself in, it's not hindering you to your growth, because you can really get there as fast as you want to. And it's not about status. It's not about titles. It's not about tangible things. It's about being fulfilled here. Well, at least for me, it's about being fulfilled here. And I think all my life I've been that way. I acquire things over time, but I'm not attached to none. I'm attached to knowing that I can encourage somebody else, such as yourselves and myself, every day to get up off my ass and just want to be a better person so I can better serve the world, better serve you with the gift that God gave me. It's just that simple. Now, if God gonna give me a big old house and a big old car and a nice sized family with it, I'll take that. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm fulfilled here in my heart, that's the biggest thing. And I feel a lot better, and you should too, when you set out to do certain things in life and you just follow through. You follow through for you. You dig what I'm saying? Even when times get hard, that shit gonna get hard. But that just means you gotta push harder and you're gonna go farther. Don't quit on you. Don't tell me shit. Get some people around you that's gonna hold you accountable, and don't get upset when they hold your feet to the fire. But just don't let yourself down, man. Don't let yourself down, man. Get excited about life again. I'm back excited about this because now I'm using my gift in real times for the right things, man. And my heart is filled, and my heart is in the right place, man. What's happening? And I wanted to leave content for Man too. I wanted to leave content for Seth. I think about that a lot. However God planned this life out to be for us all in the world, I'm pretty sure if my pops was able to write a note or record a video or take pictures that he knew that was going to outlive him, hell, he probably would have made these too. But this is just where the world has evolved into. Why wouldn't I create stuff like this to let my son know it's not going to be perfect, son. We are going to have challenges. It's just the human in us. But when you find your gift, lock in. Give it to God. God gave it to you, but don't give it back to him the same way he gave it to you, son. Do something with it. Do something with it, man. So with that being said, it's your main man, Sam Goodie. And as I always say, I love y'all with the love of God. Y'all take care. Peace. I killed that shit.